All right, we finally live. It's taken a little bit of time to come up here on VBTV, so we're finally live with this match. Ba, 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 ba. Okay. Man, Zawiercie already out to a blazing start here, 5-2. I mean, I missed it all because it wasn't live on VBTV, so I wasn't able to see it. I just wish you could click on that link in VBTV, and when you click on that link, it just goes live when the game goes live. You have to be waiting on that home page and refreshing it for it to go live. Oh. All right, we live. We out here. Finally. Lublin, I mean, if they don't, I think honestly, if Lublin doesn't win this match here, they lose this. They lose everything altogether. They do not win this series if they don't win this match. They get donged in this series if they don't win this match at home. Oh, a decent pass there by Leon. Going to Malinovsky early. They got to go like almost the same thing as Lube in their series. They need to not be going to Leon too early. Look how much room they're giving Malinovsky on that C ball as well too. They do not respect him over there, understandably so. Ooh, Grozanov with a wiggler ace there on Biniak. Gets them back into this match nicely. I like that too. It's a nice little serve. Go after the middle. They're camping in that kind of 3-4 seam. And I don't know what Biniak is usually a guy who's so on top of things. Oh, and another one. A little bit of middle on middle crime there in a situation you never really see. I can't remember any time where a middle has gotten two aces on another middle in that way. That time is going to be cool, passing it. And Bovan just going to go off of Jackson Young's hands. Let's see if Young can have a bit of a bounce back game. He was not great in the last one. It forced Lublin to go to Heno. I've just been used to calling Heno, even though there's two Henos. Should just be calling him Hiller all the time. Oh, there we go, Jackson. Love that rip by Jackson. He's 1 for 1 there. Beauty rip down the line. I love that. All right. Let's get the commentator out of my ears here. I don't need any of my thoughts polluted with just nothingness. Komenda looks like he's going to be the starting setter once again for the Polish national team this summer and into the European Championships. First and foremost, though, he's got to get his team back into this series. Going after Popivchek. Does Lublin want to go after Popivchek? That's my question. Is that a viable option as a serve-receive target? Malinovsky, with the off-speed there. Good vision knowing that Biniak's down the line. I mean, if Popivchek's there, he's probably going to be picking that up. But otherwise, if it's going to be a middle blocker, then you gotta go after the middle blocker, especially on a rollie. They're just not going to get there fast enough. Jackson with the floaty too, going after Russell, and Bovan sneaks that one into the back door. Be interesting to see where Leon is blocking. Okay, so he's trying to funnel that ball down to Talis Hoss, which makes sense. One of the best liberos in the world, but I would like to see, I wouldn't want to be able to give Bovan that angle and he goes back and rips an ace. Absolutely bangs one from the baseline. Zawiercie wearing their crisp green and yellows today. Once again, I talked about it on, was it Saturday, on Sunday? How not a lot of Plus Liga has a lot of yellows in their team. Lublin, Zawiercie, Skra. I feel like there's more. Stalnissa is blue and yellow. Like, you don't see a lot of yellow in the Lega volley. Another good run there. Zawiercie with the 2-point lead already. I mean, they were up 5-2. Oh, really good vision. Saw Finn reaching, and he goes back across. Bovanj now on to his third serve here in a row on a bit of a run. The Zawiercie faithful high up in the stands there in Lublin. Leon rips one cross court, but Piwczek sitting perfectly outside of the shadow of that block. And that out of system set lets Russell down, but they're able to recycle it somehow. Kicked up there by Finn. Finn, an outstanding job with his feet. And then Folek, high off the hands, out of bounds. That's actually, I saw Finn kick a ball up when he moved to the right side in his rookie year at UBC. I was at their practice hanging out. And I remember they were just giving him some reps on the right side, trying to see if they could potentially move him over there. And he got a touch on a block, came down and kicked it up. And I looked over to their coaches. I think it was Matt Kruger at the time. Looked over at him. We both lift our eyebrows, but knowing like, that was a bit of a play. That was a bit of a play, and showing that he could still do it here in one of the best leagues in the world, in the Plus Liga. A lot of information right now in this Lublin timeout. A lot of information right now in this Lublin timeout. A lot of information to the middle specifically about what they're seeing in the Zawiercie offense. And I mean, it's very coded because it's like, hey, when this guy's coming here, they're just showing it on the board. But it looks like they're talking a little bit about that middle and pipe relationship, and I'm wondering if they're looking to get that block spread out to the outside. A little bit of an off speed there by Malinovsky. That was not the speed he was looking for. This is going to go to the pipe. Oh no, right side to Malinovsky. I like that set, actually. I really like that set. What's up, Connie? How you doing? I think that's a fantastic set there by Kamenda. Because you can see how Glatter is leaning over to Leon on that side. Leon, I mean, he's already been gone 4 times. Malinovsky, 3 for 4 here. Finn, not a great serve. Not a great serve there by McCarthy. Way out of bounds. He was the 3rd best server in the Plus Liga this year, so he's someone who's going to be needing to put pressure on from the baseline. The Zawiercie team is just so damn good in serve receive. Kwolek, Piwczek, Russell. None of them are outstanding serve receivers, but they're all really solid. And they work well together. What a run by Kamenda. That's something that we really didn't see him do in that last match, is force that middle play. Right? He's pulled way off the net, and he's able to flick that ball over his right shoulder right into Grozanov's window. And just any opportunity, right? And that's usually a situation that they're going to go outside to Leon. So the fact that they're not doing that is a huge for Lublin. But that was just a big swing by Bovanj there, crushing it down the line off the shoulder of Talis Hos. And I mean, that funnels exactly what you want. Haas is right in that perfect position. But when you're hitting a ball at 110, 120 kilometers an hour and you have 4 to 5 meters to react to it, it's all about luck at that situation. All about luck in that situation. They're just hoping that they're going to get a few. Just get a few. Get a few. That's all that matters there. You know, if you dig 3 out of 10, Russell's, I think quad surgery was before that, but Aaron Russell has been outstanding. He has really been, I mean, in my opinion, Aaron Russell is the best player on this Zawiercie team, who is one of the top 5 teams in the world. Well, one of the best teams in the world. And I mean, they've dominated this series. They dominated Lublin in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. They dominated Rosovia in the semifinals of the Plus Liga. This is one of the best teams in the world. I think really the only blemish on their year is, they lost in the quarterfinals of the Polish Cup. I believe it was the quarterfinals. Can't really remember. They got donged by Osaka Blution in the Club World Championships. But that's just another fantastic rip there by Aaron Russell. And Folek does what he needs to do. This is why I think this man should be on the roster for Poland. But, I mean, we know for so many reasons why he isn't. Turned down that team. I mean, not for so many reasons. He just turned down the team 1 year, and then Gerbich was like, hey, no more. And, I mean, it kind of makes sense. If he was playing for another team and he had the talent of Kolek, it would probably be allowed. But if he was playing for another team with the talent of Kolek, he'd probably be a starter. Whereas in Poland, it's not that he's just another guy, but you've got so many other guys you can go to. Oh, Komenda with a tough serve. Oh, a blocking error there by Jackson Young. And that's in a real bad situation, too. Was it Young? That's the type of blocking error that I just don't think we should call. That has no effect on the game whatsoever. It's not helping him penetrate. It's not helping him get to the ball ever. It's not a danger. It's just bullshit. Why are we policing the bottom of the net? Doesn't make any sense. Good run. But yeah, that was an unfortunate, because they were about to potentially transition that ball. If they can pull within one there, that's a huge play by Lublin. Oh yeah. Going right through the wickets there on 42-year-old Yuri Glader. Another tight pass off a good serve there by Jackson Young. And Lublin gets a nice little steal here. Folek passing that ball a little tight, and just that one-handed touch by Tavares goes over the top of Yuri Glader. And the floaty keeps on Russell. Bovanj on the right side. That's a dig there by Young. That's what they need from him. Leon on the outside. Going to be recycled once again. In the pipe now for Young. No one's home. What a dig by Tavares. All the way opposite side of the court by Bovanj. And what an outstanding swing. Going high off the hands of Finn McCarthy. That ball was not being swung to the court. That was going high off the hands. If McCarthy had pulled, that ball was going out of bounds. Oh, such a good, that's a swing that only a lefty can make. Bovanj with a bit of an off speed, easily handled there by Hosen Malinovsky, absolutely slammed by Kvolek, or was it Glader? I think it was Yuri Glader, actually. Oh no, it was Kvolek. He's trying to go the no look down the line, and Kvolek has moved all the way over. He's blocking that pin, not giving him any room whatsoever. Now Bovanj going after Young. That's a great pass, running the middle again, but it's a scoopy by Bovanj. And a big block there by McCarthy. A lot of action in the middle so far. We saw Grozanov getting aces, him, running that first tempo. McCarthy getting some sets as well, too. Komenda is looking for any opportunity possible to give the ball to anyone but Leon. And I mean, it's working so far as well too. Oh, McCarthy into the net. Zawiercie keeping up with that 3-point lead. McCarthy's missed both of his serves so far. Not what you want from one of the best servers on this team. On a team whose identity is serving altogether. Can Lublin do something to crack Zawiercie? Because they have not lost a set since playing against Zaksa. What a fantastic dig there by Bovanj. Did Russell get the hands there? Looks like there's going to be called that challenge. The up referee called that ball out of hands. Just by Malinovsky's reaction, you would think that he touched that ball. But it's the finals. You're not calling your own touch in the finals. That is not something you do, in my opinion. No. Yep, that touch being called there. Oh, no touch being called. Sorry. My bad. I misunderstood what side the referee was on. As Poland is still working with the old system where the referee is on the other side of the net, Malinowski misses his serve. Already 6 service errors here for Lublin in this first set. They need to put that ball in. They need to put pressure on. Although it looks like when the ball's been in, there's been pressure on. Zawiercie only passing 25-8 so far in this first set. And there's the ace by Glader on Jackson Young. Oh, that ball has some tail on it. Looked like it was serving to Young's left leg and then comes back inside on him just at that last second. And Lublin forced to call another timeout here. A lot of information there for, like, right now Antigua has a lot of information for his 2 left sides. I think it has to be something on the serve receive side of things, because that's the one area that Lublin really needs to improve in. They're really well, and serving as well too. But if they can improve their serve receive, that's just going to improve everything else, get everything else going. Okay. Glader continues to serve. That's another tough one, but at least it's up there by Lublin. Malinowski hits that trailing blocker as Biniak comes in slightly late. Yeah, he had a little bit more room down the line than he did the last time. Leon getting cheered for here in his home court. Oh, that's a big block there by Grozanov. That's what they want, especially with Leon at the baseline. Get the big serve, get the block, and immediately, Winiarski isn't even going to wait for that one. He wants to ice Leon. He wants to get him off the baseline. He wants him to think about it. This is a classic coach's move. You know, when you're up against a hot server, I mean, it's VBTV, Lukey. So once again, I do think that VBTV gets a lesser stream from Polstat. Like when you watch these games on Polstat, you know, even like when I watch them on my Fire Stick on my TV downstairs, they come in a better resolution. So I do think that Polstat gives VBTV a 720, you know, like 30 FPS stream. Oh, that's a big play there. Oh, it's just going to be tipped over. Oh, Young's looking for a little bit more there. I'd like to see that play again by Jackson Young. Looks like that ball is a little bit low. The block was there as he's trying to hit cross court, looking for a little bit of room down that line. But Bovanj has really done a good job. And now we see another middle trying to handle that first ball. And it seems like every single time Lublin is able to steal one, Zawiercie comes right back and is able to steal again to keep that lead and to keep that gap. Yeah, sorry, Lukey, just to say, I don't think VBTV is any worse than it usually is. Not for me, anyways. Oh, Bieniek thought he had that one, but Malinowski looks like he was able just to carve it off the block, just enough to fall it outside. Yeah, give us that baseline view. Yeah, that's out. It's not going to say it wasn't close, but wasn't terribly close. Oh, there we go, McCarthy, another big block. Lublin's blocking here in this first set has been very good. 3 blocks, 3 stuff blocks so far, 2 of them by Finn. Getting over, closing that block and keeping that inside hand strong. And Grozanov's serve has just really caused some problems there. But Russell, out of system, crushing that high ball into the hands and just squeaking that one through. And just perfectly, just right on the edge of the block. Right on the edge of the block. And if Haas is there, he's probably going to make that dig, but with Grozanov is in the middle. Oh, Aaron Russell closes out the first set with an ace. Wow. Aaron Russell with 4 points in this first set, and that ball is in by a volleyball mile. And I mean, the first game was a 3-dong. Are we going to see a 3-dong once again in game number 2? Because when we look at the stats here so far in this first set, now Zawiercie isn't passing fantastic, only 25% and 6% positive and perfect, respectively, but they're still swinging at it to 55% with a 31% efficiency. But once again, their serving has been really good. 4 aces and only 3 errors, a positive serve efficiency, which is so rare in men's volleyball, but it's really been one of the keys, right? You're making Lublin play, and Lublin has been swinging pretty good. They're hitting at 48% with a 38% efficiency. They've got 3 blocks, but they do have 6 errors, 6 serving errors, and that is going to be one of the big differences in this match so far, right? You lose that set by 4. You've got 6 serving errors. The only team only has 3. The only thing that you don't see in these numbers is blocking errors, like net touches, which is like the other separation there for Lublin in that first set with that one off of Jackson Young. Lublin looking all right, though, in set number 1, but Zawiercie, they've yet to be cracked. They look infallible. And defensively as well, too. Let's see how many digs they made. They made 8 digs in that first set. And how many did Bovanj make down the line there? She's really proved that you can't serve or you can't swing off speed or go off speed down that line when Bart Bovanj is there. Bartolome. I think it's really tough. Like, we still haven't seen anyone really break. Like, the only one who is able to really break this Zawiercie team was Zaksa. And Zaksa did have them on the ropes. But Zaksa had, a really good game plan. Gianni really did a good job with them. And then they also had Richlicki, who was able to just kind of power through everything. And Richlicki has that ability to kind of just overtake sometimes. Right? Just set him high balls that he can go high off the hands. So what can Lublin do? And I honestly don't know. Like, it can't necessarily be a game plan type of thing. It needs to be an execution type of thing. They need to be able to execute better in serve receive and in serve, especially from the baseline. This is a team who has been one of the best serving teams in the league all year long, right? So they need to be able to serve better from the baseline. And if they're not serving better, and if they're not, like, throughout that game, it's not like Zawiercie was passing super well and they're still able to score. Because you've got, Bovange on one side and you've got Aaron Russell on the other. So they need to be able to generate points from the baseline and steal points that way. And then also when you're in those transition situations, you need to take care of the few transition situations you're going to be able to get. Yeah, well, I mean, technically they did. If you look at those passing numbers from Zawiercie in the first set, they weren't outstanding. They were not outstanding at all. But if they're able to, so I don't know. Maybe it'll be one of the things, like if Lublin can keep up this serving pressure and they're not able to pass well, that'll just kind of be a trickle-down effect. But right now, Zawiercie continues to side out at a pretty high rate, despite not passing outstanding. Leon looking for that touch. Right away, first play of the set here, we're going to get a challenge by Lublin. Oh, it looks like a touch is self-called. Yeah, right through the hands there of Tavares. And right away, Leon is coming down and calling that touch. And Finn, he's one of those guys who needs to be better from the baseline. Once again, he was third in serving this year in the Plus Liga. Glader just continues to crush them at Jackson Young. Oh, and he backs it up with a dig too. Now Kwolek in the pipe. Does he get the touch? It doesn't look like it. He's not acting like he got that touch too. He was kind of coming down, looking for it a little bit. That's those errors that they're going to need, but more specifically in breakpoint situations, not inside-out situations for Lublin. As Malinovsky uncorked that one. And there's another block there by Grozanov. Russell trying to go short, go a little off speed, rolls it right into the block of Grozanov. I'm not entirely sure if that was trying to be a recycle. I mean, it must have been based off of where he was rolling it, unless he mishit it. Ensing with a nice little look to the camera there. Oh, Russell with another rollie. Oh, and is that up? Wow. Big dig there by Jackson Young and Leon. So well done. Out of system, off the block and out of bounds. Not one of his usual shots, right? But he has no momentum coming into that one, as Biniak is just crashing into Tavares there. Maybe taking a little bit too much room. I'd love to see a replay of that dig there by Jackson Young, as Lublin out to a hot start here in set number 2. But that's exactly what we saw from them in match number 1 in set 2, as Jackson Young hits that second ball out of the pipe. And, we've seen that play popularized this year, or not this year, but in recent years, where you dish it for that second ball after faking the pipe. But to be able to open that up, you need to be able to establish that you can hit that second ball. Really good vision there by Jackson Young. And so far, like, we've just seen a whole bunch of off speed by Zawiercie and on that on the side out ball. Right? Like, Russell has rolled 2 balls. We saw Kvolek blast one out of bounds too in that transition opportunity. So all of a sudden, like in an absolute instant, Zawiercie's offense hasn't looked so outstanding. But the big question is like, will this keep up? I think Lublin started set number 2 of match 1, 5-2. And then Zawiercie was able to pull their way back into it. Another big serve there by Malinovsky. But Bovans does a really good job at swinging into the hands of Leon. Oh, goes through the wickets. It hits him off the face a little too. Oh, Zawiercie looking for the ace on that. I think it was really close. I thought it was just a little longer. Yeah, VFM, you're not wrong. Easier said than done. Right now, that service pressure seems to be getting to them at the beginning of this second set. We'll see here if this was an ace to be able to pull Zawiercie in back a little bit. Oh, it's called. That ball is being called in right on the line. Right on that line. Tavares has to be one of the best serving setters in the world. Him, Micah, Gianelli. Oh, yeah. Second tempo ball there to Young out of the back court. And when he's coming in flying like that, he has such a quick arm to just crush that ball. Oh, yeah. And once again, you're seeing that crossing second tempo where you've got the middle going one direction and the pipe coming in on the other direction. And Biniak was all over Grozanov on that first tempo ball as Russell is going to go high off the hands. This off speed hasn't worked, so might as well going back to just hitting that ball hard. And he does such a good job of just hitting the edges of the block consistently. He finished off the last set with an ace. Not even close on that one. Not even close. It'd be interesting to see if we see Aaron Russell back in a Team USA jersey this summer. I know we already know that Matt Anderson's going to be coming back, and I think that's going to be a catalyst to see the bit of the rest of the team. Like, we had no Russell, there was no Anderson, there was no DeFalco, there was no Jashki, there's no Taylor Averill. Oh no, although Averill was technically back for the World Championships, I guess. Oh, good dig there by Malinovsky. High ball out to Young, does a good job to put that off the block. Now Kvolek in another out-of-system situation and kept alive, but in ugly status. That's a wasted opportunity here by Zawiercie. Another dig by Leon, playing outstanding defense here. It's almost like we're playing short court right now between these two teams. Now Zawiercie able to settle things down, and Kvolek blasts it out of bounds. Finally, they get a good ball, and Kvolek wastes it completely as Leon playing some defense with a backhanded flipper on that one. And I mean, he was looking for taller hands as Komenda was only a few inches over the top of the net. That is a big momentum play overall by Lublin. As Grozanov continues to serve. And that's going to be another bad pass by Kvolek. How is that not a back row block? At least Russell puts it over smartly, because that would technically be counted as a third contact. And Lublin not happy about that. Like, I guess they're saying it's contacted under the height of the net, but Tavares is back row. Interesting. Very interesting there. Ba, ba. Like the Discord right now is saying juniors volleyball type miscall, which I don't disagree with. The Addams Family. Ba-da-ba-ba. Are we having? Yeah, it looks like the ref is coming back onto the screen now. And yeah, they're calling that back row block point for Lublin. As his hands are above that's a terrible call in the first place. How are they not calling that back row? Seeing a substitution here. Chervinsky in for Kwolek, a serve receive, and Kwolek has just been brutal in serve receive so far this afternoon. 11% positive on 9 targets. And Chervinsky isn't doing a great job either. Lefty on the left side. Young is going to be able to pick that one up. Back outside to Jackson Young, and he gets the touch. That's a big play there for Luke Lublin. And all of a sudden, there is a little bit of life in this. There is a little bit of life in this Lublin team as they have now broken that starting lineup with Kwolek off. And I don't know if they necessarily got the touch as Bieniek was yelling at Russell. And yeah, I don't think Jackson didn't think he got the touch off the block, but Russell definitely touched that one in the back row. Bovange, dug by Leon, Gator. Young, once again. That's going to be a recycle. Komenda facing Malinovsky. He's going to get it off speed, picked up by Pivchek. Now in the pipe to Russell, and he's going to throw that one down. That's a questionable one. I'm not really usually one to question those calls, but like that ball seemed like he was behind his head, and he chucked that ball down. Yeah, we're going to see this again as Malinovsky goes the off speed. Pivchek is all over that like white on rice. I mean, it looked a little bit closer. That's not the best angle to be able to see it from. But I guess that's the exact play the FIVB is trying to get rid of, and for good reason. This ain't basketball. Bieniek. Into the net. 11-5 here for Lublin. Oh, the hype of their home crowd really giving them some juice as they're going after Chervinsky. Again, the new guy on the court, Bovange. Nowhere to go. He's dug. Now back to Leon in the pipe. That's out of bounds. Another steal here by Lublin. And we're going to go. I'm looking at the Lublin stats right now. Young leading the way, 4 for 8 in attack with 4 points. Leon 3 for 4 as well. They've only missed one serve so far in this match, and in this set, and they have 9 digs. They have 14 digs total in this match. 9 of them coming so far not even halfway through set number 2. Actually, but we're about halfway. Lublin is about halfway, anyways. Classic Polish volleyball. Let's find 2 of the hottest girls in the stands and just pretty ladies all around and show them on the screen. So can Zawiercie really settle things down as everything is working for Lublin? Their serve is putting Zawiercie out of system. Their blocking is working well. They're able to transition it on defense, and that's exactly what we're seeing here. Oh, that's a good dig by Tavares, perfectly outside the block. Now Chervinsky. Oh, I thought that was off of him, but he's able to put that one off the block. And Zawiercie saves that side out. Finn kind of gives it the whatever on that. Oh, good pass there by Haas outside to Young. That's dug by Russell. Now C-ball. Oh, C-ball by Vovanj. I mean, Komendo was right there. His hands just aren't in the right position. It's just like another situation like that where you need to be perfectly set when that ball is being swung. His hands are high. Hell, in that situation, just take it off the chest. Chest dig, baby. Get that ball up. Give your team a chance. Oh, Tavares with the inside move. All of a sudden, a little bit of life here by Zawiercie. That's a huge one-on-one block on Young. Just that reach to the inside. Vovanj with a ripper from the baseline now. All of a sudden, that 6-point lead is dwindled to only 3. And this is exactly what we saw in match number 1, where Lublin took a little bit of a lead and then Zawiercie crawled their way back. And I mean, this is a much bigger lead and it's a little bit later on, but still, Lublin needs to stop this bleeding right now. Yeah, I think he's just basically telling Jackson there that, we need to be swinging to the deep corners. Like, don't get caught into trying to go underneath or too low over the net. Vovanj lets Lublin off the hook. Still a 4-point gap here. And now Lublin has Leon in the front row. And Jackson's basically just been going with float serves as Komenda, another close touch. I want to see him convert one of these digs. Vovanj has just been going at him, and he's been going mostly high. That one's a little bit tough, but still. Leon to the outside. Oh, Papivchek. Oh, that was so close. Papivchek knows how close it is. Like those opportunities to dig Leon like that when he's on full force are few and far between. And they're able to isolate me as they did a really good job of establishing that middle attacker in the first set. It's really opening things up for the outsides here in set number 2 as McCarthy. I was going to say he finally put one in. Looked pretty close. I'd almost like to see a replay of that, as McCarthy has missed every single serve he has swung on today. And Glatter goes back and misses a serve of his own. So we still got that 4-point lead here for Lublin. I want to look at when the last time Zawiercie lost a set is. The last time they lost a set was April 9th. Oh, that's such a big block there by Aaron Russell. A huge block by Aaron Russell on that one-on-one slam on Mateusz Malinovsky. And that's one where he should have gone down the line. As Aaron Russell he's like camping on the inside. And he's dropping that lower hand as well. Malinovsky makes the error this time. He went down the line, but he just missed the baseline, and now this is a 1-point game. From a 6-point lead to a 1-point game, and I think we're going to be seeing a substitution now. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Kevin Sosek come in. As Mateusz Malinowski. Oh, no, it was a timeout. Sorry, I was wrong. Malinowski is 0 for 4 with a negative 50% efficiency so far here in set number 2. And all of that information right now from Antigua is he's just going to be pumping his tires, right? Because we've seen him kind of consistently make maybe the wrong decisions on where he wants to swing, right? When he should have been going line, he's going cross. When he's going cross, he should have been going line. And it does seem like Zawiercie's playing a bit of a cat and mouse game. Sometimes they're blocking him down the line. Sometimes they're blocking him on the right side or in the cross. So as Tavares is back on the baseline right now for Zawiercie, once again, one of the best servers from the setting position, but luckily Leon was able to nail that one down and get it back on the outside. And you see how both Russell and Bieniek are stacked up there. And if I'm Bieniek, like I don't think Komenda is going to be going back a third time to Malinowski after getting 2 errors in a row. So I want Russell to be full commit with the middle, and I want Bieniek. Oh, that's tough. I want Bieniek to be able to maybe do a half jump and get outside quickly, as that one just squeaks through the block. As Grozanov gets a decent touch on it. Oh! Just one of those just slight blocks. Aaron Russell with a good serve. Young, high off the block, but that's a dig here for Russell. A chance now to tie it up. Komenda's saying he didn't touch it. Chavinsky is sure that he did. No, did not touch it, and that is going to be an error. Oh, if you're a Lublin fan, you are sighing with relief. Whereas if you're a Zawiercie fan, you are like, that is a missed opportunity. I never realized this guy's missing his middle finger. Crazy. I do think that is both challenges now for Zawiercie that they have. Like, I don't think they have any challenges left in this set. And Bieniek was trying to tell the up referee that it had gone off of like Komenda's shoulder or anything, but we can clearly see from that angle that was not the case. Good pass there by Russell. Yeah, absolutely. If you're going to get that good pass, you need to run Bieniek. You need to give your middles a little bit of play there. And that's where Bieniek is so good, drifting to the outside, is able to turn that ball back to 5. Now he's back to serve. Easily handled there by McCarthy. Flipped back to Malinowski. Off speed. Oh, just barely. The two underside lefties going at each other there, as just the off-speed shot by Malinowski. Chavinsky trying to swipe at it. And now we're seeing Kevin Sosek. As to me, it's clear in that situation that Antigua wants Malinowski to swing. Like, yeah, he got the point, but he got lucky by getting off the point. So now we're seeing Kevin Sosek. Is he healthy enough to make an impact in this game? Like, we've seen him play on and off, but can he swing on that ball hard as Bovanj continues? Like, that was a perfect situation for Lublin to be able to pull away a little bit and regain a little bit of lead. You got the 3-man block, Bovanj just swinging to the edges of those block, high off of Sosek's injured hand. Dado, I'm pretty impressed. This has been a really good game so far. That set's a little low outside for Young. Now Chervinsky missing that ball. Oh, another missed transition opportunity here for Zawiercie. And Lublin continues to hang on by a thread. Through the gap in the block there, out of bounds. Chervinsky looking for that touch, and now comes back in Bartosz Kfolek. He had a breather on the outside. Can he settle down his serve receive? Can he settle down his serve receive? I mean, he didn't get ace, but not fantastic. Oh, here's a big opportunity for Lublin. Outside, Leon. He is blocked out of bounds. 3-point lead here by Lublin. And the pass from Kwolek wasn't terrible there, but you're seeing just a little bit of that miscommunication. Sasa gets out of the way. Looked like he was trying to go for it, but does get out of the way at the perfect time. Kwolek, his best pass of the game so far, but picked up by Lublin in the back row, tipped over. Oh, no, there's two of them right there. That was terrible. Kwolek, Bovange, both camping right there. And it lands between a foot of both of them. And I mean, I get why Kwolek's going over there. Oh, just some ugly defense, but it's kept alive. And Russell's blocked, but still Zawiercie keeping that ball alive. Kwolek out of the back row. There we go. Bartosz Kwolek finally with a positive touch. Saving that play for Zawiercie. And we've got... Ooh. Oh no, it's going to be a substitution. Novosielski. Honestly, never heard of this guy before. Coming in to play a little defense and serve receive. So yeah, you're going to bring in Novosielski to serve receive and play some defense. And you're going to take Kwolek, out of the serve receive pattern. That's what I'm assuming they're doing. Leon thinks he's got the touch. The call is going out of bounds. Yeah, Dado, I'm watching on VBTV. My stream is live too, if that's what you're asking about. Touch called. Another touch called there. That's 2 for 2 for Leon, calling his own touches. Wow. Oh, Kyle Ensing now into the match. And finally, Finn puts a ball in, but it's going to keep on going. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize that Novosielski is coming in as the backup setter. Once again, I had no idea who this man was. So there's a bit of a double sub here for Zawiercie, giving their team just a little bit different look, giving your starters a little bit of rest, maybe gearing up for set number 3. Ooh. Dado, yeah, if you could show me how afterwards, that would be great. Do I need a VPN or something? Leon has been very efficient, I think. Leon is 9 for 10 in this second set. Holy shit, I did not realize that. 9 for 10. Holy. That is pretty incredible. Holy shit. 9 for 10. Yow. Okay. Thanks, Dado. Appreciate that. Ensing. Going after Leon. Leon's going to get it back. Another high shot off the hands. 10 for 11. And Lublin has set point. Something that we haven't seen so far this year. Or sorry, this season. Obviously, we've seen Lublin get set points this year. They're in the fucking finals. Leon from the baseline. Can he finish it off? Russell out of system. Oh, so good. So damn good. He's just swinging at the edges of the block, high into the hands. If you're new to volleyball, still learning how to play, or even if you're a veteran, it just shows you how important that swing is. And look at that. For the first time since April 9th, Zawiercie has lost a set. And we have ourselves a game here as Lublin ties up this match 1 set apiece. Both of these sets won 25-21 from either team. And we're looking at set number 2 here. 10 for 11 from Leon is just outstanding. Outstanding. 10 points here in set number 2. On the other side, you're seeing serve receive a big factor for Zawiercie. I think they're a little bit better. They've improved their perfect passing to 15%, but they're still only positive 25% of the time. Made 4 unforced errors in swinging. 5 service errors as well, only 2 aces. So all in all, they're 6 aces and 8 errors on the day is Zawiercie. "13 digs for Zawiercie in this second set, 12 for Lublin, so pretty much identical numbers there. But Lublin does have those 5 block touches, 5 positive block touches compared to Zawiercie's 3. And, finally that serving by Luke Lublin is starting to pay off, right? They're serving tough. They're getting the out-of-system situations. But there was a lot of, just like we saw there on the replays, like there's just a lot of, not miscommunications, but just miscues in that Zawiercie offense, which has honestly been unheard of for quite a while now. Their first ball side offense is usually so clean and so damn good. Tavares runs such a tight ship. But right from the get-go, we saw Aaron Russell have to roll a few. We saw Kvolek have a few miscues as well. So, after set number 1, I was really wondering what Lublin could do to be able to break Zawiercie. And I think one of the things that they did so well in set number 1 that set up the success for set number 2 was their ability to run the middle in set number 1. So let's see if Zawiercie's blocking is going to be adjusted, because there was a lot of one-on-one situations on the outside for Leon for him to be able to capitalize on. Why is Miguel Lopez not playing in this league? Because he plays in the Japanese league? He plays in the SV league? I think that is pretty self-explanatory. Yeah, there is, leagues around the world. Lopez plays for Osaka Blution in the SV league. Dado, I'm actually right after this stream is done, I'm going to be uploading my preview for Vakif Bank against Imoko Corneliano. I have 5 minutes left of editing to be able to do. I was trying really hard to get it finished before this match. I didn't have slightly enough time to do it. But yeah, I'm very close to being up to uploading my thoughts about that. The reality is that Vakif Bank against Corneliano is the final. That's what we all want to see. That's what we're all going to be tuning in for. I will obviously be doing a watch along for that match. But I think Scandici is going to win the other semifinal. I don't think there's a question of that. I think they're a much better team than Igazashibashi. Yeah, no doubt about it. They're a much better team. And Corneliano and Vakif Bank is such a toss-up. Vakif Bank is the best serving and blocking team in the world. Corneliano just operates at such a high level. They take care of details. Their first ball side out is outstanding. you know, yeah, it is. Yeah, I think it's going to be a very, very good game. You know, we've been deprived of these two teams going off. These two teams have won 7 of the past 8 Champions Leagues. Their season series is tied at 4-4 apiece. So we'll see. All right. Gearing up here for set number 3. What's going to happen here? Better pass from Kwolek right out of the gate. But he's dug in the back row. That ball's over. Oh, Marcin Komenda getting the slam on Yuri Glader. Love that. That was a huge slam. Nothing like a drive-by slam. Pievchuk's not happy about something. Malinovsky with the second serve. Once again, a better pass here from Kwolek. Bovanj, dug by Malinovsky. Outside to Leon. That's going to be picked up by Russell. Oh, that's a tight pass. Now to Kwolek. No touch called by the referee. None called by Komenda. Kwolek looked pretty convinced he got that touch. I am watching the match on VBTV. Yeah, Osroad, I also think that the CL men will be a toss-up between Zerat Bank and Perugia. Although, they barely got the touch. That was a minute touch there on Finn McCarthy. But I don't know. That Zerat Bank versus Zawiercie match is going to be spicy as well. Real spicy. Short serve there. That's going to be popped over. A chance here for Zawiercie to take the lead. That one breaks through the block, falls in front of Malinovsky. He's not happy with himself on that ball. It's just such a good run to the back gap there. And Malinovsky needs to be all over that ball. Just falling in front of him. He made such a good dig on the last play. Leon just going all top. Where do I rank Leon among the best players of all time? I mean, I think it's tough to say. But I think that if you're making, like if I'm making a team of the best of all time, my 2 starting left sides are Chiba and Leon. Oh, what a serve there from Leon. Oh, Talis Haas with the scoopy. Leon now out of the back row. Oh, he gets it. Russell was there. I thought he was going to be able to make that dig, but a huge dig by Talis Haas. There's a bit of an off-speed shot there by Yuri Glader, and then Leon out of the back row. High off the hands of Yuri Glader. Yo, Zerat Bank's setter is really underrated. I think Murat Yenipazar is criminally underrated. Young, high off the block, and look how far back Aaron Russell is. Kwolek goes underneath. That quick ball in transition to the outside, so effective there by Zerat Bank. Oh, he doesn't go underneath. He went to the late Grozdanov. Really good vision there by Kwolek. Now he goes to the baseline. This third set has a bit of a different energy to it. I like it. It's like we've gotten to a bit of a fist fight right? Each team has got some big slugs in. They've both won a round, and now we're getting into the nitty-gritty of it and the back and forth of it. And that's a really good give and go there with Jackson Young. I mean, it was technically already a net violation there, but it looks like Glider was into the net early. Grozanov's serve has really caused Tavares some problems, or Zawiercie, sorry. Not in that situation. Oh, but a big block by Aaron Russell. On Aaron Russell, by Jackson Young. And this time he's keeping that hand stronger. Lublin with the first lead here of this third set, Off pass there by Folek. Russell. Oh, I don't think he got the touch on that. Right away, he thinks he got that touch. And it's going to be another challenge here by Zawiercie. And remember, they lost both of their challenges in the last set in one of these exact situations. I think he went over top of that ball. Like, Lublin had no reaction. Lublin's guys had no reaction coming down. But I mean, as volleyball players, we learned how to do that, right? Especially in the early stages. Oh, just barely with the touch on Komenda. Just barely the touch on Komenda. Whew. Man, the challenge refs in this match have been putting in work. Honestly, how many times have we seen Finn make that face? Just Glader going after Leon. Komenda's way off the net. Malinovsky gets it in the C ball. Oh, Matus Malinovsky. I want to see where that ball went. That is a very good swing. That fastball to the C is really nicely done. I don't think, oh, yeah, here we go. Finally, we're getting that. Because it looked like it was a decent block. And, that's that deep shot that Antigua was talking to about with Jackson Young. You know, you're serving or swinging to that last meter squared. Another situation there where Bovan does exactly the same thing and hits Leon, who's camping perfectly exactly where he needs to be. Kept alive here from Lublin. Big opportunity now for Zawiercie to tie things up. Outside, Russell. They're swinging hard on the block there of Malinovsky. And McCarthy obviously camping down on Bieniek. And Malinovsky makes a good read. He's, going into the cross, leaving that line open. But Aaron Russell just does such a good job, just, hitting that ball hard. That's another tight set there from Jackson Young, and the Zawiercie block was all over him. Zawiercie takes their first advantage now. Since set number 1, they lead 7-6, and that inside transition set, so well done. So well done. Another off pass. Oh, Leon. Just breaking it through the block. Keeping them alive off of his own bad pass. Malinovsky just goes high to the middle. I think he was actually trying to go to the outside. As you can see, Young was kind of going for that ball a little bit too. Oh, Bovange just missing that ball. Young goes after Folek. That's a perfect pass. Right side, Bovange. No one's home. No one is home. And this must be a coach's request here for Young to float serve because they have just been all over it. Caused them a little bit of problems early on, but not so much now. And as Zawiercie is starting to gain a little bit of momentum, their first ball side out is really starting to pick up, as well as Russell going after Young. Another out-of-system situation, and Leon continues to be infallible. He's 4 for 5 here. In set number 3, he is 14 for 16 since the beginning of the second set. 14 for 16 is incredible. Volleyball is just going to have to dump this one over. Big opportunity here for Lublin to get back the advantage. Young in the back row. He had so much room to go. Komenda really making the Zawiercie middles bite with that first tempo ball to Grozanov. And not only... Oh, actually, it wasn't the middle at all. But Jackson Young does a good job to get that ball over to the 5 side of the court. McCarthy misses another one. Man. Finn McCarthy, 8 serves, 5 errors. And that's not what you want to see from one of the best servers on your team, one of the best servers in the league. Oh, that one was tough. Zawiercie gets the advantage back. I mean, Leon swinging out a tough block with Bovange and Glider in front of him. Haas gets a great first touch. I think Young just should like punch that ball up or just, hit it. Don't try to set it or anything, do anything too fancy. Just get that ball up. Forearm shiver. Something. Setting is your least viable option in that situation. And that's a perfect pass there by Jackson Young. They run Grozanov, and oh no! Haas and Komenda are just watching that ball. And I think they got to run Grozanov on a bit of a different path here. They can't just run him straight to the setter and Yuri Glider. Like Volleyball is camping on Marcin Komenda there. They're leaving that C ball open. He's camping on Marcin Komenda. So you got to get it because, in this situation, Bovange is already bailing out to the left side. So you need to create a situation where they're going to run that 31 there and at least get away from that block help. Oh. But yeah, also you need to see Haas and Komenda go for that ball. You need to see something a little bit more something in that situation. Malinovsky is shut down. Everything just going back now in favor of Zawiercie. Everything going back to Zawiercie right now. Oh, what a clamp there by Yuri Glider. Incredible. And just that first, it's all about that first touch right now for Lublin not being good enough. Yeah, only 8% positive here in set number 3. Maybe Haas needs to take a little bit more space or something, but they need to start passing that ball better because they can't help but go into Leon ball because they're not passing the ball well enough in set number 3. Malinovsky. Volleyball handcuffed a little bit. Bovange is dug there by Malinovsky. He's going to get it back. Oh, and he's blocked on the one-on-one. That is gut-wrenching there for Lublin. Absolutely gut-wrenching. You get a chance to make that transition play, and I don't even know how much of it was a block and how much of that ball was just buried into the net. Zawiercie back to having the lead here in this match as Leon continues to be so damn good. 6 for 8 now with getting that blocked that one time. But something's got to break here in the Lublin serve out side, not side out. Their serve receive. They have to be better in serve receive. I know I'm harping on it, but like it's going to stem to anything. Or they need to be able to. This is a rotation where they need to get at least one steal. No doubt about it. All right, that's the first half there. Can the block take advantage? Getting the recycle. Haas is all over it. Commenda outside to Young. He puts it away. That's what Lublin's needs, and right now Winiarski is going to call that timeout. Right away, you need to try to settle things down with Leon. Ice him a little bit from the baseline. You can't let him gain too much momentum. But a really good job done there by Lublin in transition. Oh, no, never mind. Sorry, it's going to be a challenge. I apologize. I thought that was going to be a timeout. I thought that siren was going to be the timeout, but instead it's going to be a challenge. Apparently, Leon's serving on 129 kilometers an hour. Oh yeah, they were looking for a net touch, I guess, and it was all the ball. And it was on that first swing. Got it. So, I mean, a challenge is just as good as a timeout. And yeah, that's what we call a coach's point, right in the pocket there for Mikhail Winiarski. As Leon misses his second serve, but they did get that steal, just like I said they needed to. Can Kwolek put them in a bad situation, or can Lublin settle down their serve receive? Much better pass there from Haas to Grozdanov. Perfect situation to run Grozdanov in. And we'll see here on this replay. Yeah, because Glader, his first initial move there was to the left for Leon in the pipe. Right? He's expecting that first ball to go to Leon. They've been playing Leon ball there. So any opportunity that they can run, especially in the middles, is going to be huge here. And Grozdanov was due for one. That's a low float serve. Kwolek. Oh, it's somehow picked up Leon from the back row. He's going to get the point. We're all tied up. Wow. What a turn of events here for Lublin. I thought that ball was down. And Leon getting Malinowski pumped up there. Malinowski didn't even know he had got that ball, and Leon just steps in front of him. You got to do that. You can't let Malinowski swing on the ball. Go, let Leon, let him loose. Aaron Russell pushing that ball through. And that was kind of a dire, that's the only shot he really had. That ball was low and tight there by Tavares. Ooh. I mean, this game is such a game of inches. Serve long there by Glader. And this game has a feeling of a game that's going to go to 5. This game has the feeling of a game going to 5. Honestly, Basil, I'm not sure. To me, a play like that, it's not a throw. That was a clear volley. I think that should be fine. But it's what's going to be called. I've got a lot of people in the Discord being like, oh, it's so simple. It's so obvious. No, it's not obvious. I talked to 3 VNL refs on the weekend. None of them know what the FIVB is looking for right here. And that's a big block there by Lublin to take the lead. McCarthy. Oh, no, it was Jackson Young. Jackson Young getting the clamp there on Bovange. Kwolek overpasses that ball. Sasek. Sasek's been subbed in for Malinowski in the front row to provide a bit of a gap. And the serve by Commenda gets overpass, and Sasek uses that Tavares block. And now it's a 2-point lead by Lublin. This has been back and forth. This has been exciting ball. This has been really exciting ball here. in set number 3 from both of these teams. Russell leads the way. Russell's 5 for 6 so far in this set. Short distance. Are they saying they're not blocking line on Leon? They're going to block cross? Is that what he's trying to say there? Zawiercie 9 for 21 with a 28% efficiency here in set number 3. They're passing much better though. 50% and 19. 50 and 19 in positive and perfect reception. Comenda, that's going to be a little bit of a short pass there. Oh, Bovanj. That's a perfect swing. Leon ball has been super effective. You're not wrong. Oh, Bovanj going through the wickets of Jackson Young. Right through the outstretched hands. Now Tavares comes to the back row. Lublin with that 1-point lead. Young gets it on the outside. Looks like we're going to have a challenge. Young is not so sure about it. Zawiercie seemed pretty solid that they got the touch. Regardless, I don't think Lublin has called the challenge here in set number 2. Yeah, I know. I didn't think there was going to be a touch there. Once again, volleyball is a game of centimeters. All right, Lublin. We're all tied up here. Can they answer? McCarthy handles that first ball. Sasek with a proper swing off the block and out of bounds. A little bit of confidence there for Kevin Sasek. Will they keep him in? That is a big question. Will they keep him in? A floaty there by Young. Oh, Bieniek off the block. Haas is quite in behind that block. You can tell kind of from his reaction. He's shaking his head. I think he was a little bit out of position on that ball. I want to see where he's standing here. Yeah, takes that one little hop in instead of getting that hop out outside. But I mean, 2020, hindsight 2020. On that ball. Lublin continuing with the advantage here as Russell puts that ball into the net. It's been a back and forth third set. First set was all Zawiercie. Second set was all Lublin. Now we've had lead changes all over the place. And yes, Scacchino, you're right. Leon did turn on his money time form. And McCarthy puts a serve in with pressure. Volleyball to the outside. Was the pull enough there? And it was. The pull there by Grozanov as Volleyball is going only for hands. Will we get a replay on that swing? I don't think so. Too bad. That's a huge play at this juncture as Lublin takes a 2-point lead. McCarthy puts another ball in. I don't think we've seen that from him all match. And Bovanj pinning that one down the line, just over the left shoulder of McCarthy. Or was it Leon? It was McCarthy. Leon was a little bit late on the block. And Bovanj going cross body to get it down the line. Bieniek, he's a dangerous server here. Handled by Leon. Right side to Sasek. Kevin Sasek with a huge swing there. He's starting to heat up here. 3 for 3 in this third set. 3 for 3. That is good news for Lublin fans. Malinovsky is going to come in to serve and play defense in the back row. I actually like that substitution here for Antigua. Malinowski's made a few really big digs. And if Leon's just going to keep on taking his balls, the back row balls from him, that's going to be huge too. Oh, Aaron Russell, though. He's just so calm, cool, collected. I love that back pipe set to the gap. He's, once again, just swing into hands. Oh, sorry, going a little rogue there. He's 7 for 6, Aaron Russell is, in this third set. Overall in the match, sitting at 14 points. 12 for 18. Hitting a 67% with a 44% efficiency. Not bad at all. And this is the rotation here that could clinch this third set now for Lublin. Leon on the baseline. All the way to the other side. And Bovanj. So good. So good. And look like that. And everything in Lublin is seeing that they want that ball. They're expecting that ball to go to Kvolek. Their entire blocking scheme has been shifted over. And I mean, Young did a good job just to get back to the other side and go straight up. You're seeing that he's trying not to reach too much, but still Bovanj is able to go on that back door. Kvolek goes at Haas. Outside now to Young. Here's an opportunity for Zawiercie. In transition, Aaron Russell gets it done. We're all tied up. There's just been like a little bit of disconnect on the left side there in transition between Young and Komenda. I do want to see Jackson take a swing. That's a ball he should take a swing at. That's a ball that he should take a swing at. I know you've got a really big block in front of you in Bovanj and Glader, or was it Biniak, but still. Zawiercie with 2 solid points here to tie this set up. And man, this has been some good ball. This has been some good ball here in set number 3. This is a set, depending on what happens, this is a set that we could look back and point at to be a decisive point in this entire series, I would think. That's a good pass there by Hus. Malinowski's no one's home. He pings it off of Pivchek. Lublin holds that advantage. I'm not going to necessarily say that Tavares is a class above Komenda. There's a bit of a different situation in terms of serve receive at the moment that really allows Komenda or Tavares to open some things up. And, Komenda has much better options all around him. They're trying to go for, that's a bad challenge. That is a bad challenge there by Zawiercie. I didn't even notice that they had done the double sub there. Yeah, Malinovsky's, he started this match really strong. He started the match strong early on and then has really dropped off since then. Grozanov going after Kvolek. Outside now to Russell. He's dug by Leon. Big opportunity here for Young. Swinging deep just like Antigua wants, but it's picked up by Kvolek. Now Russell. Oh no. Aaron Russell needs to swing. Aaron Russell needs to swing hard in that situation. Swing at the hands, get a recycle, use the top of the block. He has not had much success going off speed. That honestly reminds me a lot of, what was it, set number 2 or set number 1 against Zaksa in game 2 when they had made that huge comeback and he goes to the off speed. And right away here, Winiarski calls that timeout. Set point here for Lublin. Things have got, like, this has been a really good set of volleyball, really back and forth, both teams playing at a high level. A rare error there from Aaron Russell, who's 7 for 10 otherwise in this set. You can tell it didn't even come close to touching Young in that situation. Grozanov, his serve has caused some problems. That float serve. Oh, that's going to be... Oh, Tavares. I thought that ball was over. That's going to... They're challenging it. I don't think they should. I think that's clean. I honestly think that's clean. Tavares just so athletic. Yeah, this is a good opportunity to slow things down. But yeah, not even close. Not even close. That is super clean. I wouldn't necessarily say butter is super clean. Butter to me is more like silky smooth. Glatter with a big serve on the back now of Jackson Young. And that's going to be a good touch here by Zawiercie. Can they do it inside out? No, they can't do it in transition. Once again, Aaron Russell goes to the off speed and he gets shut down by Marcin Komenda. Wow. Aaron Russell cannot go off speed. He needs to swing on the ball. And I'm a huge Aaron Russell fan, but he needs to be more aggressive there. Full-heartedly. Wow. Aaron Russell has been so perfect in this set, but towards the end makes the error, then gets blocked. He scored 7 points in set number 3. Bart Bovan scored 6. And I mean, like, Lublin isn't giving them very much. Also 4 blocks in set number 3 here for Zawiercie. But 9 for 7 was Leon. Malinovsky with 2 points. Komenda with 2 blocks, which is huge. Jackson Young with 3 kills and 2 blocks as well. That serve receive for Lublin continues to struggle. Whoa. Russell's not far from being a trash player. I honestly think he might win Plus Liga MVP this year. But yeah, just not the right situation for him to go off speed. Russell cannot go off speed. He just doesn't have it today. Other than that one two-handed tip that worked out for him, everything off speed has resulted in a point for Lublin. Only 2 missed serves there by Lublin. That's a big part of their success here in set number 3. Limiting their missed serves, not necessarily going for aces, but limiting their missed serves and doing much better offensively with a 40% efficiency in that set. Also, 8 digs. 8 digs apiece in both of these sets. 29 overall for Zawiercie, 25 for Lublin. Skacino, are you Polish? Do you have this from good? Because like I've got people in the Discord who say that they think Aaron Russell's going to be Plus Liga MVP. There's someone in the Discord saying MVP of today's match is not Leon. It's the guy at the challenge desk getting the clip ready sub 1 second every time. That guy is a legend. I agree, right? You've got an entire, like a much more sophisticated system, an entire team for both six doing the challenges for the VNL and World Championships, and yet like Plus Liga's challenge system has been so good. All right, so Skitch, you would have a bit of a better idea now. You think they wouldn't give an MVP to a foreigner? That's interesting. When's the last time? But Grozanov, he's been getting a lot. He's had a lot of success. He's caused a lot of problems with those float serves, and like he's not a guy who spin serves. So I don't really know what else you want him to do. He's going after Kvolek, who has been their worst passer today, and it's just a situation where it didn't really work out for them. Let's look up to see. Can I find all of the MVPs here? Oh, not even. Oh, best player in Plus Liga. Okay, you're not wrong, though. So the last time the MVP went to a foreigner was 2021 with Mohamed Al-Hajdadi. Was he playing for Skra at the time? Sam Daru won it back in 2019 and in 2017 as well. Tony Uti won it in 2016. Shops in 2015. Fontales won it in 2013. Grosjean in 2012. Ooh, interesting. You think you'd go to Biniak, not Tavares. Okay, interesting. You think marketing is a big factor for these guys? Vosley has won 6 different Plus Liga MVP awards. It's 2006, 2008, 2010, 2011, 2014, 2018. Bro, 12 years between his first and his last one. That's crazy. Interesting. Biniak would be an interesting choice, I think, for MVP of the Plus Liga. All right. Are we going to a fifth set here? Can Zawiercie get back into this game? Oh, that's a decent save there by Lublin. They really got lucky in that situation. Oh, just the smallest of margins. Oh, Malinovsky with another one-hand dig. Oh, Grozanov, that sucks. I was gonna be like, what? How does Lublin keep on doing this? They're just squirming their way out of situations. Kind of reminds, like, have you ever seen those videos of like wolves chasing bunny rabbits, and every time like the wolves are gonna grab the bunny rabbits, they seem to get away somehow? That's what Lublin seemed like kind of over the past couple of points, where they're put in tough situations and yet still finding a way to work it out. But Grozanov just couldn't keep that ball alive. Oh, a rolling pass there by Young. And Grozanov is going to convert that first ball. And on those perfect passes, on those perfect situations, that's it. Comenda needs to open some things up. They've been successful with Leon ball over the past couple of sets. But now part of the reason that Leon ball works so much, especially in set number 2 when they were in system, is because Comenda did such a good job forcing Grozanov and McCarthy in set number 1. Oh, buried into the net there by Leon. That is definitely a sigh of relief for Zawiercie. Oh, Tavares, is he getting the ace? No. But another out-of-system situation here, just going to be flicked over by Young. Now in transition to Bovan, high off the block, out of bounds. That is a very good steal here by Zawiercie early on. And Young does a good job to get a touch on it. Oh, that's tough by Kwolek into the antenna. Set number 3 was some of the best ball we've seen in a while. I mean, I got some people saying in the chat here that that's some of the best ball they've seen all year or in the past 6 months. Grozanov with the hybrid. Oh, wow. Bovan really bailing out Zawiercie here. And I mean, he's led them in scoring today. I think he's got 16 or 17 or 18. What does he have? He has got 18. Oh, Malinovsky shut down. Malinovsky 9 for 19. He's been blocked 5 times in this match. He's getting blocked again again, and a net violation on Biniak, and he reacts to it immediately. So there's not going to be a challenge there, as Lublin saves that point. Yeah, I don't disagree with you once again, but the reason they're not running the middle isn't because of like tactical choices. It's just because of execution. If you're not executing in serve receive, you can't run the middle. I'd like to do some more Pepper with Everett episodes. It kind of fell off just because I was like I have one being worked on, but it's just there's certain situations that I don't think it's appropriate, and like it's also with someone else who does podcasts. So we need to be able to post it together, and it's just not, there's certain situations that lead to it not being the right time right now. Oh, there we go. That isolation for Malinovsky. They went up with McCarthy, but Malinovsky was open on the right side. I was talking to a bunch of people about doing more episodes of Pepper, but there were a bunch of athletes who were like in season, and they would be like, yeah, for sure. And then we'd try to find a time and it wouldn't work out. And then, yeah, it just hasn't worked out just yet. So I'd like to bring some back, but it's just the timing wise, that's a little difficult sometimes. Bovan has just been so good. He has been outstanding in this match. 17 for 28. Malinovsky. Oh, he got a little lucky there. Glader. A little bit out of sorts on his block on that one. I won't lie. A little bit out of sorts. And you'll see. I mean, that's why. He was a little bit late. Caught off guard. So, like another situation there. Like that's why. This is why Lublin doesn't run that middle nearly as often, because Zawiercie really full commits with the middle. They're really full commit with the middle because they don't think Malinovsky is a threat. And in reality, he isn't. He's like hitting at a 50%, but his efficiency is way lower on the match. Right? Malinovsky is hitting at a 52%, but his efficiency is only at a 23%. Oh, another Bovan. Bovan is just feasting so far in set number 4. He is 5 for 6. And 9-6 here for Zawiercie. It does have a feeling like this game is going to 5. Right? It does have that feeling that this game is going to 5. Okay. I need to stop looking at fantasy baseball stuff. Focus on some volleyball here right now. Actually, I really need to piss. Tavares and Kokonowski will be fire next year. Yeah, it should be. Tavares just contact that ball high, and Grozdanov misses it. That seemed like the perfect rip. I really like that run from Komenda out of the timeout. Just establish that middle a little bit more. I wonder if I don't think they're going to give us a replay though, but it did seem like he had quite a bit in front of him, and that's why he's going away from it. Oh, and an ace there by Fkolek. Man, Skitchino, you're way ahead of me. You must be watching on Polstat because it took you no time to your comment preceded the ace there by Fkolek, and Zawiercie starting to run away with set number 4 here. We're setting things up for set number 5 potentially. Much better pass there by Haas. In the pipe. Too young. Looked like he was a little bit behind him. Now, Bovange crushing it cross court. Bovange is outstanding right now. 6 for 7, like Leon numbers. And is it going to be a timeout, or are we going to see a substitution here for Lublin? Timeout now. It's been 5 straight points by Zawiercie. They had that 1-point advantage, and now they got a 6-point lead. Can you guys in the chat let me know if there's any... So just for context, I was watching some like AVP or something a couple weeks ago, and whenever ads came up, they wouldn't like take the whole screen. They would just take half of it. Can you guys let me know in the chat if like A, there's any ads coming through, and B, what they kind of look like? Obviously, I don't want this to be ad filled, but you know, it would be nice to make $1 or $2 from all of you fine people joining me. And so I wonder if I can set that differently for the lives to not kill it completely, but just have like a half screen ad as Malinovsky gets them out of that jam nicely. And Glader a little bit late on that. Just slightly late. Yeah, that'd be great. Or if you could like DM it to me in the Discord. Bovange continues just to be outstanding. 7 for 8 in attack in set number 4. He's got 23 on the match. He's 20 for 31, hitting a 54% efficiency. Glader with a tough serve. Oh, just that miscommunication there. Oh, but an overpass. Zawiercie letting Lublin off the hook. Leon. Oh, a big ace down the rail. Is that his first one of the match? Yeah, his first ace of the match. Holy. Yeah, the polls, watching on Pollstat, let me know to wait for it. I mean, he's lining up on that rail. Leonardo. Can he do it again? Oh, that one's long. Would have loved to have seen another one. Just, initiate a rally in that situation. Make Zawiercie, force them to score. Don't just let them off the hook. Because as soon as he misses that set, there's just a big sigh of relief that they don't have to see him again for another, 6 rotations. Tavares chipping in a short one. Oh! I don't know who touched that ball last. Was it Jackson Young or was it Marcin Komenda? Oh my goodness. I don't even think Komenda touched that ball. They were just jumping with the middles. Oh, Kofi alert. Kofi alert. Grozanov with the hybrid. Biniak scooped by Grozanov. Looks like it's in play on the Zawiercie side. Bovange on the opposite side. Automatic. Automatique. 8 for 9 in set 4. Zawiercie has 12 kills. 8 of them are from Bovange, scoring 66% of their offense. Over 50% of their points in this set as well. Now, I'm not necessarily going to say that this set is already said and done, as we're going to see that substitution right now. As we saw in the last set, Sasek was 3 for 3 in that, those 3 rotations in the front row. He's going to come in and see if he can just put a bit of a bigger block up there. I wonder if at this point they would consider firing it up too. Oh, that ball looks like it was in. They're going to go right to the challenge, but I think that ball dropped into that baseline. As we think, I wonder if they're going to be considering a fire up, switching up, especially because you've got Kwolik in the front row. He hasn't been that effective. Are you going to switch Sasek and Young on the block so they can hit on they can block on the opposite pins to be able to get something in front of Bart Bovange, who's been outstanding here? Was that in? Oh, they're calling that out. Oh, that's close. That's close. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to the Discord. What do you guys think? Was that in or out? Was that in or out? Yeah, Komenda not happy about that. He's like, look, we can see on the screen. I think it's real close. It'd be tough to see on a big screen. It is a tough call. I've seen it go either way. Yo, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. That's a ball that the digital system would call in, I think. I think that ball in a digital system they'd call in because they love the squish factor. And there's definitely been some, there's been times at VNL where I've been filming it and I'll zoom in on on a 4K shot and it looks out and they'll call the ball in. Slow down there on Bovange. He's not indestructible, but then right away he just pushes that ball through. Too strong. Yeah, nameless one. That may be the case too. They may just stick to the original call if it's not clear. No, I don't think you can be mad at that call. I think here's the thing. I don't think you could be mad at the call, but I think you can also be mad at that call, especially in a match like this. In this type of situation, you're looking for any inch. And if it's going to look close, then you're going to be kind of upset with it as Bovan 10 for 12, 10 points here in set number 4. What can they do to slow him down? And I don't even know why, like why is Leon late on that block? Why isn't he just camping out there? Like, just go full commit on Bovan. Oh, why aren't you setting Kofi in that situation? Perfect pass. Give the ball to Kofi. No one can play with him at his height. Yeah, that's a tough call. McCarthy coming in to serve. Come on, Finn. Oh, he gets the overpass. Opportunity now for Lublin to Grozanov. He puts it away. I mean, hey, it's still a 4-point lead right now for Zawiercie, but just a little bit of momentum goes a long way right now for Lublin. Just a little bit of momentum. Finn with another big serve, and it's going to be another out-of-system situation. Bovan, man. I don't even know what to say anymore. Oh, I thought that was off the block. Sorry, my apologies. Once again, the worst reason why we should be watching the game from the baseline. I didn't even realize that Bovan had buried that one into the antenna. Shoggy, you've been missing a good match. You've been missing a good match so far. Set 1 was all Zawiercie. Set 2 was all Lublin. Set 3 was back and forth. And this one has been mostly Zawiercie, but Lublin has started to crawl back now. It was a 6-point lead. Now it's down to 3. Leon has been absolutely outstanding. Right, he's 20 for 31 on the match. Set 4, what is he? 1 for 4, but what was he? He was 10 for 11 in the second, 7 for 9 in the third, and then Bovan has been ridiculous so far here in set number 4, 10 for 13. That last error was his first blemish. And McCarthy, who has had a terrible serving day up until now, basically, went on a little serving run at the beginning. Was it last set or the beginning of this set? And now is on another serving run here, as puts another one in. And they're going to get that ball back is Lublin. Right side to Sasek. He continues to be perfect. 4 for 4. And now just a 2-point lead for Zawiercie. And you can feel that this Lublin crowd believes. Someone said it in the chat, I think, or maybe it was in the Discord. That really close call that Lublin challenged has kind of galvanized Lublin so far. Yeah, Shoggy Grozanov's played with Leon now for both seasons. That one's a bit of a clipper. Right side now to Bovan. He's shut down. He's blocked. This is a 1-point game. That was tough. And Bovan went from being absolutely perfect to getting back-to-back errors. And the tides of this set have changed completely. And we went from, undeniably going to a 5th set to now everything is in question. What a shutter downer. I like the way you said that. All off the Finn McCarthy serving run here. And another big one. Going to be out of system now to Kvolek. Oh, a really good recycle there by Bartosz Kvolek. He's going to get it back again. And they're going to have to go. No, they're going back to Kvolek, and he misses it. We're all tied up at 18. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And this is going to be a timeout called by Zawiercie as Lublin has life in this series. Right after set number 1, I thought this might be a 3-donger of a series. What is important, Winiarski? It looks like he wants them to block line, but he's always like, hey, like this is a swing of momentum. This is what happens in playoff volleyball. And that's exactly what we're seeing. Whew! This game is spicy. This is some good shit right now. All right. A 6-point streak here by Lublin. 5 straight serves now by Finn McCarthy. Puts in another one. Is that going to be an ace? No. But Tavares takes a swing. Actually turns out to be a pretty good recycle. Kvolek misses another one. Back-to-back misses. Lublin has the lead. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And now we're seeing that double sub come in for Zawiercie. They're going to bring in Ensing and Nowosielski just to add a bit of a different look, add an option in the front row. Bovaj went from being untouchable to being going back-to-back errors. And truly, like that close call. I'm not going to say it was a missed call, but that close call has really galvanized Lublin and this crowd. A big dig by Young. Looks like Winiarski thought that was out. Now a dig by Komenda. Young to take that second ball. It's tight for Sasek. Does he get the touch? He's looking for that touch. And they're right away with the challenge. It looks like Lublin is making the challenge. Although I didn't see an original call there by the referee, and there's no point on the board. Scacchino, don't. Oh. Oh, does that touch him? Oh, that looks close. What are they going to call here? I have no idea. Regardless of what happens on this play, all the momentum in the world is on Lublin's side. They've got the crowd on their side. They have that belief again. Kvolek looks nervous. Kvolek looks nervous. He knows that ball is close. And just by his reaction right now, he looks nervous. I'm not increasing the match size. Like you guys are, they're calling it out. Yeah, I don't think you could overturn it. Like you need to see something definitive. Sasek with his first miss of the game. Kvolek now from the baseline. He misses long, as he has not been having a good run. Actually, he's been having a terrible day altogether. Kvolek on the match is negative efficiency. His passing has gotten a lot better, but he was subbed out at a little point there. He does have 4 blocks, but that's about it. Negative efficiency attacking, though. Sasek out, Malinovsky back in. Lublin has that 1-point advantage. Can Malinovsky do something here with it? Run by Bieniek. Oh. Young got that ball up, but just not enough. If he gets that ball up even an inch or 2 more. Haas. Tallis. Oh. Just a little bit of hesitation there. A little bit of hesitation. Grozanov gets dug by Glatter. Love a middle-on-middle dig. Just dumped over now by Aaron Russell. Outside to Leon. Dug by Glatter again, but no. Oh, a net violation. Was it on Bieniek or Ensing? That's tough, wasting a middle dig like that. Let's see here who that call was on. Oh, it looks like it's going to be on Ensing. Oh, that's just the chintziest net call. Like just barely grazing the bottom of the tape. That's so terrible. I hate that so much. Can we please change that? Oh, that is a sigh of relief for Zawiercie. Leon burying it into the bottom of the net. Yeah, it was definitely Ensing on the net, but like I don't think that should be a net call. Ensing in back to serve. Malinovsky, he's all alone on the right side, but Piefczek was there for the dig. Back to Malinovsky again, dug by Ensing. They're going to call that a lift? They're going to call that a lift? Wow. That initial dig definitely looked like it went out through the middle of the court. Okay, maybe that was a lift. Wow, this is getting spicy. Like, are they not able to call that in and out? I want to see a replay of that defense. Please, Polstat, show us a replay of that defense. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Basil, as soon as you see that ball in slow-mo, there's no doubt that's a lift. There's no doubt that's a lift. Oh, that ball has to be called out. That ball has to be called out. There's no way. That ball has to be called out. Is that what they're are they yeah, they're and as soon as you see it from the baseline, you're going to see that the ball is going to be called out. Oh, this is spicy. This is heated. I love this. This is some good ball to watch. I thought about not even because there's a video that I need to just finish up the last few moments of and get posted right after this. And I was thinking, maybe I don't stream. Maybe I'll just watch the match on the side. But man, am I glad I ever tuned into this match because this is some good shit. Yeah, I don't think there's no way that ball should be allowed to be brought back in. But even then, that from that angle too, you could see the ball brought back from Bovange was inside of the antenna. Both of those balls shouldn't have been called. What is this referee calling? Antigua and Comenda are livid. Wow. I don't understand how they can justify either of those calls. Comenda feels like he's been robbed now for 2 calls in this set. Leon, good. Being the captain, hey, we need to keep our heads here. We need to keep our heads. We know that we've been fucked over, but we got to move to the second one. They've made that call. Wow. Zawiercie with the lead. I think it should be 23-21. Oh, Grozanov is going to save that ball. Ooh, what is going on here? Saved here by Lublin. Malinovsky, what a dig by Piefczek. Another recycle there by Bovange. Now outside of Russell. Does he swing? And they're going to call that ball out. And immediately we're going to go back to the challenge referee. Right back to, they're going to call a middle center line violation. It looks like on Lublin as Lublin pulled their hands there. Aaron Russell missed that ball. He was going for the block. Got to blow your nose there in between. Oh, they're calling a back row violation. Like, Malinovsky hasn't even come close to that back row for a while. That's 2 times they've wasted that specific challenge on Malinovsky, and he hasn't even been close. Grozanov. Oh, that's going to be an off pass there. Russell will get it back on the outside. Oh, that's a good swing by Aaron Russell. Oh, I can just, I can feel the tension in this match right now. There's a lot of tension on in this one. I love this. Good pass there by Lublin. Oh, Malinovsky saves them on that. I don't know if he wasn't expecting that ball or if the set was low. We'll see here. I think that was just a miss from Komenda. It doesn't look like it came out of his hands clean. Well, you can watch on VBTV, but if you go to the Volleyball Source Discord, the link should be in the show note, in the notes down below. Someone should help you with the link. Bieniek. Oh, I do think that one hit the back line, though. Okay, we got set point Zawiercie to send us to a 5th. Perfect pass there by Leon. He'll get it back in the pipe. We're going to extras here in set number 4. Yeah, Bieniek ace would have been cinema. Good save there. Oh, Bovanj. That set looked like it was behind him. That set looked like it was behind him. Tallis made that dig and it looked like this was going to be able to maybe get the set, but man, Bovanj comes out in the clutch and he started this set in a fantastic fashion. Malinovsky on the right side. What a time for this man to show up. 25-25 in the 4th here. And everyone in the gym is expecting that ball to go to Leon. And Malinovsky has been huge. He really has. He's shown up in a big way. Malinovsky, 6 for 11 in this 4th set. Leads Lublin in this 4th set, and that's a good pass by Kwolek. Oh, and Glatter misses it. Yuri Glatter misses it. We have match point Lublin. Match point Lublin. It looked like this one was for sure going to a 5th. And this man right here has been serving bullets just mostly in this 4th set. Oh, that was a close one. Aaron Russell throwing that one down. It looked clean? Okay. Oh, that's borderline. I'll give clean, but it's borderline. It's borderline clean, but I'll give it clean. Man, 26-26 on Leon. He's going to get it back. Just goes OT. Oh, they're going to call that ball up. I don't think there's any chance that ball was clean up. Oh, it's a block. They shut him down. And I don't think Lublin can challenge that either. Oh, it was up. What a dig by Bovanj. And then Leon gets shut down. What a dig by Bart Bovanj. Holy. Once again, this is a challenge referee, or this challenge operator. Outstanding job. Oh, man. Yeah, that is the right call. Oh, it looks like, sorry, they were calling a net touch. Opposites, yes. Defense matters. Agreed, Basil. I thought that ball was definitely up. Like, what a foot dig there by Barbovange. And now we have set point. Zawiercie. Hoo-wee. Hoo-wee. You can see the Lublin faithful casting a spell out there on Bartosz Kwolek, and it looks like it worked. Man. Malinovsky back at the baseline. Can he be the hero? That's a good serve. Out of system now. And that's picked up by Malinovsky. Outside now to Leon. Picked up by Bovange. Back to Bovange. Dug by Talis. Back to Leon. Dug by Popivchuk. Now back to Bovange. And it's out. Back to the advantage. Back to match point Lublin. Oh my goodness. Holy shit. Just injected to my veins, baby. Oh my God. Wow. Lublin lost game one. It is a 3-0 win for Zawiercie at home. And back to the challenge guy. This man with the ponytail. He's got like 8.5 fingers. Oh, it looked like they were going for the block touch on Grozdanov. It's still Malinovsky back to serve for Lublin. This is crazy stuff. Why do I support Luke? Because there's 3 Canadians on Luke Lublin, and I'm Canadian. I think that's pretty understandable. And it's done. It is over. Kamenda, Grozdanov pair up for the block. And in one of the craziest sets we have seen in volleyball in a long time, Luke Lublin comes back. They were down 12-6 at one point here in set number 4. Questionable calls at a couple of moments, but still they come back to fight off this series. And now we have a series. Tied 1-1. And no, we cannot say Russell cost them this game. That's just fucking bullshit. If you watch this game and said Russell cost them the game, then you're dumb. I'm sorry. I know you probably have an issue with Americans, but there's no way that you could say that Russell cost them the game. You had 18 points. Especially when you can only have one outside, right? Russell, look at these numbers. Russell was 15 for 29. Kwolek was 5 for 27 with a negative efficiency. So that's the difference there. Bovange, 24 for 43. Yeah, Kwolek was way worse. Way worse. There, Bovange was outstanding. And on the other side, Leon getting that MVP of the match. 21 for 37 with a 45% efficiency. Malinovsky, 14 for 27. He wasn't great all afternoon or evening, depending on where you are, but he was really good when it mattered. Jackson Young, 8 for 26. And Lublin is right back into the series. This is now tied up 1-1. Honestly, I think we'll probably go to the distance in the finals, Ember. I think we'll see both of these teams win at home. And then game 5 is going to be a toss-up. Lublin did play outstanding ball altogether. You got 4 different guys in double digits here. McCarthy, who had a terrible day from the baseline, like he has no aces there, but his serving runs in the 4th set really helped put them on the money and back into this game. Outstanding defense from Lublin as well. They had 37 digs in this one. 46, though, for Zawiercie. So that was a big this. Plus Liga is better than the Italian league? I don't know about that. There's definitely... It is a little bit more interesting at times because I think there's more parity between the teams. Lublin did want it today. I mean, hey, after that first set, I thought it was going to be a donging as well. If they were going to be able to take it home, if they were going to go into Lublin's home, into their barn, and take it 3-0, I think it was going to be done for. But Lublin really fought back well after that first set. Lublin really fought well in that set. And these 2 Polish dudes are stoked right now. And for good reason. Good reason. That was an outstanding match. Some of the watch-alongs that I've done and turned up being like just dud matches, but that was a really outstanding match. So much fun to watch. Ball don't lie. Yeah, I mean, hey, you can definitely make that case. And like Commenda, he thought he got that ace there partway through the 4th set, and it was real close in the challenge. I still don't know if that ball was in. I think if it was the digital one, it would have given it in. And sorry, I'm getting distracted by the Discord right now. I honestly don't know what the FIVB calls are going to say. I talked to VNL referees this weekend, and they have no idea. So it is going to be very interesting. So, I guess Winiarski is speaking Polish. Which commentator did you meet at an electronic music concert? Like one of the Polish commentators or one of the VNL commentators? Yeah, that was that. Like, I'll be Rosaless. I agree. That was a bad call. That was a bad call for sure. Oh, that was definitely a bad call overall. But Lublin still not passing great. 32% positive, 18% perfect. Winiarski is a nice guy. I've interviewed him a couple of times before too when he was coaching for Germany, and he seems to be a nice guy. Doesn't smile very much, but I feel like that's just Poland in general. Sadowski, is that the bald guy with the glasses? Because I'm pretty sure he's a legend, right? 7 aces for Zawiercie, only 3 for Lublin. Oh, Bonobo. Bonobo's sick. I mean, I think I saw Bonobo back in like 2011. I definitely seen him in 2012. So Bonobo is sick. Sadrowski has come to Ottawa VNL. The one time where we had Poland there, Sadrowski came and was commentating on location. And yeah, I got to chat with him a little bit. He seemed nice. And that was really before I really watched a lot of the Plus Liga too. So yeah, I'll be Rosalist. That's why I do watch alongs partly. So people who, because especially if when you watch on VBTV, you can just go, like, if you click the headphones, you can click multiple languages, which just gives you the match sounds. And then you always, then like you can like match it up with my stream, and you can watch, listen to me commentate and just chat about the match as opposed to listening to some British dude who knows nothing about volleyball, right? It's only really when Key Michael is commentating, obviously I'll listen to Key. She played in the Olympics, played in a Champions League final, played professionally, so she knows what's up. In the CEV, whenever they have Louis Lett in as well, he's a guy, even though he's British, he knows volleyball very, very, very well. So those are really the only two people that I like to listen to. Well, yeah, when I'm watching the broadcast. So yeah, appreciate you tuning in. And yeah, I think that will be the end of it all. Let me just double check to see what is going on just in the world of volleyball this week, because, we're basically at the end. I mean, Lundberg versus Berlin starts. Well, I know there's no way for me to put a timestamp. That's why there's the score. You can use it with the score. Because like the score that I have on the screen is going to be live from my broadcast, right? So I can definitely do a better job at like announcing when the match starts and like when certain things start. Like the first serve of the set and stuff like that. But no, I can't put the timestamp because there is no timestamp from VBTV. When you watch it, right? So I'm looking at the screen at all. So, but that's why the score is there. So when you can see the score switch, you can kind of get it more or less. But I will do a better job at kind of lining things up as much as I can. What's a Fed conference? It looks like that Lundberg and Berlin is just starting up, and tomorrow we have the first day of Lube versus Perugia. Reality check: I am sober. I have not smoked a Canadian cigarette in like 9 months. So yeah, I'm a changed man. I'm different now. I'm not completely sober. I still drink my face off. Beers are still an important part of my diet, but yeah. But yeah, Lube versus Perugia tomorrow. So we'll definitely do something there for that one again. And then Saturday morning, Vakif versus Corneliano. And then you also Sunday will be a big day with the Champions League finals for the women and Lube versus Perugia. Does Saturday do we have Plus Liga? Yeah, Lublin Saturday, Sunday. If I have enough time, maybe I'll give a deeper take of this game. If I have enough time. Right now, I need to do my preview for Corneliano versus Vakif Bank. And Viet Pham, for the record, I don't smoke cigarettes. I smoke Canadian cigarettes, and I'm pretty sure, Viet Pham, you're Canadian. So I used to go to the dispensary a lot. Like, so much so that I would still walk by the dispensary and like the lady waves at me all the time. Shout out to Natasha. She was dope. So Oh, very interesting. I've got VBTV people in the chat right now in the Discord. Well, momentarily. So I might stay live until that one. Scacchino, just a regular cigarette is a regular cigarette. A Canadian cigarette is marijuana, is weed, which is legal here. Nothing illegal about that in Canada. I don't know where, or you're in Poland, so I'm sure you guys have different rules there. But if I have been a frequent enjoyer, let's say. And there's definitely times, like if you've watched me in a live stream last year, there would definitely be times where I went to the bathroom in between sets. And all I would do was like just go upstairs to my rooftop and just, take a quick hit. But yeah, no more for me. Yeah, I mean, reality check, I was a like all day, every day type of guy for like 13, 14, almost 15 years, like since I was 20, essentially, until I was 33. So yeah, when you are just like, it just became my normal state of being. So it's just been a good like detox. And it was very much an addiction, no doubt about it. And it had effects on my life. So as much as I'd love to be able to, like in May, I'm going camping and I'd love to be able to sit around a campfire, but yeah, it's just not possible for me because like once I get going, it does not stop. It doesn't stop. So I need to be able to, control myself a little bit better. We'll have to see if that's possible. I'm not entirely sure. Before this, the longest break I took was like 3 months. And then it took me about like 6 or 7 months to be able to, or not to be able to, but until I started being like regular again. But the problem is that I'm like way too functional when I'm on it. I can just get too much done. So I want to see, I'm just watching what's going on in the Discord. I don't know why there's still 31 of you here just listening to me absolutely ramble on. But yeah, that was a very good game. Also, just keep your eye out for it. I will be probably within the next hour. There will be a video uploaded previewing Imoko Corneliano against a Vakif Bank on Saturday. There's honestly just too much going on in the volleyball world, and I can't do everything all at once. I would love to be able to. It's a great movie, by the way. But, yeah. All right. Well, I think that's going to be enough of me rambling. So, yeah. I mean, the Discord chat is interesting sometimes. I think we've got a lot of smart people in the Discord, and then I think we've got a lot of nothing know-it-alls as well too. Yeah, Nico, you're absolutely right. It was a great game. It was a really good game overall. I mean, Nico, you can have both me and the Discord open. That's what I do. I mean, I don't have me open, but I still always have the Discord on. But yeah, thank you very much, everyone. Yeah, Leon's definitely the MVP of the match for sure. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a great day. Video coming out shortly, and we'll go live again tomorrow. Blue Bay versus Perugia. Okay? Bye.